This is the great state of Pennsylvania, one of the 13 original colonies, a land of rich American history, rich culture, beautiful landscapes, sports dynasties,
and the pirates. But more than that, Pennsylvania is a land rich with culinary delights, eating and drinking that'll blow your mind, and most of it you haven't even heard of. That's what this channel is about. Welcome to MAGIK Eating and Drinking in Pennsylvania. Let's burn.
Moonshine, that time-honored American tradition, the drink of outlaws, the taste of American history. This tastes like piss. So, to find some good moonshine, we took a trip to Washington, PA, specifically to Maiden Street. That's the home of Bones Distillery. Not only do they make some very good moonshine, it might be the best moonshine you've ever had. And it's legal.
We're in Bones Distillery with a really good guy, Glenn. You want to say your last name? Glenn Green?
It's Green.
Okay.
Yeah, Glenn Green.
And Glenn, you were actually the first thing, before we even talk about Bones, you are a veteran.
I am.
And from what branch?
It was the Army, actually. I did 3.5 years. It was close to 4 of active duty Army. I stayed within the continental United States, but I did active duty. I was a mechanic, 63 Bravo. Okay. And then I joined the National Guard. I was in the National Guard for another 7 years.
All right. What made you decide to get into the moonshine business?
As I was a mechanic at Dave Hellman Chevrolet, my mentor at the time, he looked at me and we had some discussions about just me. You know, what are my plans in life? You don't want to stay here and, you know, have your bloody knuckles every day when you go home for the rest of your life. You know, what's your plan? And that was the time frame, 2002, 2003. There was a big, huge need for pharmacists. So he said, why don't you become a pharmacist? It's really sought after right now. It's needed. So, all right. Like, just seriously, all right. You know, we're leaning over a truck, working on an engine. And, all right. After shadowing a couple pharmacists, no offense, but I did not want to be a glorified accountant from what I saw at the pharmacists that I shadowed. And so I talked to my guidance counselors and some of the other mentors at Edinburgh University, Dr. Unico, Lisa Unico, and now Cabetti, Dr. Cabetti. They both convinced me to switch it over to biochemistry. So I switched it over to industrial biochemistry at the time. And industrial biochemistry, that got me into it was Lake Erie Biofuels when I started. They brought me in as kind of the chemist, and I was to start them a laboratory. And then I jumped into ASTM, the American Standard for Testing Materials. So I worked really big at ASTM there for a while, and then moved into Intertech, third-party laboratory company. From there, I helped a buddy in Syracuse build a 43,000 square foot indoor medical marijuana facility. So
You're nodding like you understand, but this man is clearly way smarter than you are.
And then I ran it for about the first 6-8 months, and then Acreage Group came through, one of the largest investor, and bought everybody else out and brought in their team. And then wife and I were just like, we need to do something that's for us. You know, we're building all these facilities and making everybody else rich. What can we do for us? So we were thinking about her. She's 4 master's degrees in nursing. She did her nurse practitioner education. She's working on her preceptor stuff right now, so she's doing some travel nursing, and we were going to do something with her, long-term care facility or something, and I was just going to manage it for her. And then we also talked about on my side what we could do, and this opportunity just kind of fell in our lap with some friends of mine for making alcohol, and we were able to take something that, could have been a hobby and made it not a hobby.
This has a weird way of happening.
Yeah. And as we did it, we decided to, kind of pull the trigger on it. We had a couple investors involved, we had partners involved, and every step of the way, partner dropped out, investor dropped out. So at the end of the day, when we were signing the line, it was just the wife and I, just ours.
Wow.
Yep. So all of our money in it, all of our ass on the line in it, if I can say that.
You can. It's just there's a lot of context now that's like kind of it makes sense as to why you produce the way you produce and how you produce the way you produce.
Especially the quality of it, right?
Especially the quality. You kind of have this Walter White thing happening. It's like
you're not the only one to say that, I'll tell you.
So talk just a little bit about what sets you apart.
First off, the facility itself. If you think about going to a distillery, you want to be able to walk in and engulf yourself into that type of environment, right? So that's what my wife did when she designed out the whole, the layout, the furniture, the design structure. She wanted to make sure when you walk in, it's comfortable, it looks old yet rustic, with a new age moonshine feel, because I'm putting a new twist on everything, whether it's sugar-free, a lot cleaner, smoother. So you're not just walking into a dirt floor, you're walking into something that's nice, but yet still that cozy, rustic feel. So the retail lounge with the couches, the TV is actually in a fireplace. Mm-hmm. So it has a nice fireplace with the moose antlers and stuff above it. And then there's, stuffed turkey, which is actually a real stuffed turkey. It was my dad's turkey when I was a kid. So my dad's name is Sid. That's Sid the turkey. Yeah, don't tell him I said that. I tell him all the time. So you got the whole feel when you come in. That sets you apart, right? You want to make sure that you mix that feel or set that feel to what you want your products to be. So they come in, they already have that type of mindset. And then you get into how it's made. Well, I'm an industrial biochemist. I'm looking at the molecular level of what's going on between the grains, what's going on between the sugars, the types of yeasts. I'm watching the quality steps, pH, watching it move. I'm watching things happen. There's a lot of chemistry steps that I can watch that a typical moonshiner might be dipping his finger and getting this taste or this smell, not knowing what that was. I know what it was, and I know why, and I know how to fix it in a different way. So in my way to fix it, took me 10 minutes to figure it out, and they're like 3 generations of, we tried all this stuff, I'm just like, well, it makes freaking sense. So the still was my design. It's a custom designed still that I had to find somebody to build it to my specs.
Okay.
It's only 100 gallon, but it's a steam heat still that does not heat the bottom at all, and up about 1.5 inches on the sidewalls is cool. So you'll never burn the bottom. Biggest problem with some of the distilleries around here, I could name them, their product is burnt. You can taste it. It's a definitive taste in the alcohol. It's burnt. So the way that I designed the still, it's not going to happen. I can crank my steam all the way up and it won't burn. So then I also matched the boiler size, the valve size and stuff, so that my goal is an hour per 100 gallons. Well, no matter what, an hour. I want to boil in an hour. So if it's winter time and I have really cold mash, it's an hour. And I'm starting to spit stuff out the condenser. If it's summertime, about 50 minutes. It's boiling.
Just having tasted your product, I knew that more went into it than a lot of places around here. Like I just had no idea.
Yeah. That was just to the point of getting spirits off the still. There's all kinds of research and development that goes into all the different flavors that I do and why I do them. I kind of ran with the whole high quality, smooth side of things, and since it's going to be that way in a bottle, that's going to cause less of a potential of a hangover. You know, it's going to have less interactions with people that might have potential medical issues. Why not play off that or extend that? So I did. The entire left-hand side of my menu, which is, gosh, I want to say it's like 15 different products. All of my flavored products that are flavored vodka or flavored rum, 100% sugar-free, no alternative sweeteners.
What do you got lined up on your schedule for July?
There's actually a couple of pretty big events, to be honest. July 11th and 12th is the Whiskey Rebellion Festival down here in Washington.
Sure.
So I'm on the Whiskey Walk. The 11th is Friday. This is my first year doing the Whiskey Walk. But I'm on it. So I'm on the list. They're gonna come down. There'll be music and different things going on at different times up at the pavilion. The next day, Saturday, starts at noon till 10. Live music all day long over there. We're gonna have live music here. Actually, Friday night I got Core Acoustic. Core Acoustic is gonna be playing inside.
Okay.
During the Whiskey Walk. So I'll have him playing. His name's DC, really good buddy of mine now. He comes here all the time. And then on Saturday, I'm actually going to have the entire Marx Brothers band playing out back on my concrete pad. A couple of tents set up, tables and chairs and stuff out back as well.
Okay.
Cornhole. I got a couple food trucks that are going to come. So yes, downtown at the pavilion, they're going to have live music and events and stuff going on down there. Reenactments some things. People want to take a break from all that. They can come back here, sit, chill, get some great drinks. Best drinks. Smoothest alcohol. They can come down, get some of my cocktails, go sit out back. We do a lot of workshops. So whether it's a paint and sip, mosaic workshops, things like that. And I have some local artists. Well, Queen E Arts, Robin Elliott, she's been here quite often since the beginning. You know, she was the first one I brought in. And she's doing a stained glass, like 4th of July Patriot thing, stained glass thing, 17th, it's Thursday.
Okay.
So she'll be here for a class there. Buy tickets, you gotta buy tickets in advance to come for that. But the bar's open for regular patrons too. But I host them in the back, set up tables and music and stuff back there so they enjoy themselves. And they get a free drink with their ticket. So then there's the Wash Arts Festival right downtown. So you can have live music and all kinds of things. It'll be noon to 10 p.m. on the 26th of July. So that's going to be another big event downtown. She's bringing in a lot of vendors and stuff too. I'm going to go down there and set up. So I'm right there. And then if they really like it and stuff, you go down to the distillery, you know what I mean? A couple other little things here and there. Facebook is the big events. I post the events, right? And then I also post the calendar of what's going on, the July calendar. I just printed one out. I do have it sitting over on the bench. I'll show you in a minute. I can give you an electronic copy if you want to post it in there. But the July events, and then our website, bonesdistilleryshine.com, one of the tabs, you know, obviously there's like the contact us, the about us, all those. One of the tabs is the events tab. It's directly connected to my calendar, my events calendar. So anything that we're going to, that we're actually doing is on that calendar, and it's in that events tab for the rest of the year.
Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah,
to do
absolutely.
this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Like I said, I'm hoping that.
I'd love to make you a couple before we like move cameras and stuff. I'd love to make you a couple cool little specialty cocktails. And
I would. I'd love to be made a cocktail. Let me.
how does this compare? You want me to record you taking your sip?
Well, there's 2 cameras on me already.
Oh, that's true. How does that compare to your typical old fashioned? Bones Distillery's skull fashion.
You're not leaving here sober.
Different. What makes it different? And then what do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's first of all, it's good. Something that tends to happen with old fashions is that people make them too sweet, and somehow you've not crossed that line, which is makes it as drinkable as it is.
Very strong.
I'm going to end up finishing this.
Take that one easy, man.
You've done me a disservice.
Oh yeah, it's Glenn's fault.
You've done me wrong, brother. because I'm definitely going to finish this. I could down this. It's that good and it's that smooth. Folks, if you get a chance, if you're out in Washington, PA, you want to get to Bones Distillery. Trust me, it is, in my opinion, the best kept secret in Washington, PA. Glenn's putting out a product that is, in most cases, better than anything else that I've tasted out here. It is absolutely the best moonshine that you're going to get in this part of the country, if not the entire country. I might be partial, but the stuff here is tight. This man knows what he's doing. And you want to give him your business. It's online, sell online.
I do, yeah. Online, over the phone. We do all kinds. We ship within Pennsylvania. If the order's over $100, it ships free. So save the gas, for sure.
Appreciate it, brother, man. Let's take a look at those.
All right.
Thank you all for joining us. Big thanks to Glenn Green out there at Bones. Please go see him. He does a great job with his shine.
He really does.
If you'd like us to feature your business on our channel, send us an email at edmagik69@gmail.com. We are so looking forward to sharing more of this great state's best kept beverage and culinary secrets, and we hope you'll join us on our journey.
We'll see you next time.
Nice job, Scott. You have a great voice for this stuff.
Thank you, appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
And you did a good job announcing, narrating, whatever it is that you do.
Me? I'm only here so you can talk to yourself.
Well, only dead people don't talk to themselves.
Yes, but only crazy people answer themselves.
Okay, well then, who else am I going to talk to figure out if this is working or not? I mean, graciously, you're the only audience I got until people watch this thing.
Uh-huh.